Hey, what is going on, guys? This is White Rice here, and I'm here to start my five-part series on the best movies of 2017. Now, I know this is not anything special, nothing edited, nothing live stream. I know, but I don't have internet in my place right now till tomorrow. It's some technical difficulties. That's why some reviews have been delayed. I'm sorry about it, but I'm just working with what I got here. I've been using data, and I don't want to use too much of it. But anyhow, that's just some of the disclaimers or whatever. So that's excusing my absence. But without a doubt, now let's just start off with the top 25 best movies of 2017, 25 through 21. Now, again, if your favorite movie did not make this list, please don't get upset by it. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying these are the best official movies of the year. This is just my opinion, what I really like this year. Now, I will do an honorable mentions video at some point, but this is not the video to do it with. So let's get started off with at number 25, which is Brigsby Bear. Now, this movie I really did enjoy. It was a Sundance hit. It stars Kyle Mooney of Saturday Night Live, which he also co-wrote the screenplay for this movie. And I find it to be one of the most underrated movies of the year. I mean, now, if you saw my review of it, I explained what it's about, but it was so sad when my friends and I were the only ones in that theater when it was playing. It was only in theaters for a week where we were. But it was a really enjoyable movie, very clever, very humorous. The music was excellent in this movie. It was a little generic at points. That's why it's at number 25. But other than that, it's a very, heartwarming movie that I think, a lot of audience members will absolutely love. And Sony Pictures Classics did a great job distributing this movie. Alright, number 24 is The Beguiled. Now, it's pretty rare that I put remakes on my list of any kind for movies, but Sofia Coppola's take on The Beguiled is certainly one that should not be ignored. I mean, this film was probably the scariest movie I've seen all year long in terms of just being a horror movie. Colin Farrell and Nicole Kidman are absolutely lightning on this lightning chemistry in this movie. Now, this isn't the first time they're going to be on this list, though, giving you guys a warning ahead. But yeah, Kirsten Dunst is also excellent, and so is Elle Fanning. I mean, there's a reason why Sofia Coppola got Best Director at Cannes, because this film is excellently shot. The score for this movie is so haunting by Phoenix, and I think everything about The Beguiled just works as a remake and as a horror movie. And so, yeah, this movie should really not be missed. It was a sleeper summer hit for sure. Alright, at number 23 is going to be the film Loving Vincent. Now, this film, not a lot of people saw, and that's because this film wasn't in theaters for very long, or in very few theaters, but damn was this a great animated movie, because it had some of the most beautiful animation I've seen all year, because it was the first hand-painted animated film ever. And now, I'm not going to explain what this movie is about, because I already did a review on it, but I'm just going to repeat this again. Loving Vincent deserves all the nominations. It's getting all the awards, everything that's associated with Loving Vincent, and, Critics Awards, and I think it absolutely deserves. So Loving Vincent, if it's in your area still, go check it out, but definitely give this one a check. Even if the story's not as great as, some people are saying, still check it out for the animation and the voice acting. It is spectacular. Alright, number 22 is going to be a bit of a controversial pick, but, I absolutely do not care what the critics or some of the fans are saying about this one, so yeah, it's King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. Now listen, people, I know this movie, did terribly at the box office, and some people may not call this Guy Ritchie's best work. I would honestly disagree. I think this would be one of the Guy Ritchie's best work to date. This was a lean, clean fighting machine. It knew what it was. It was a fast-paced, high-frills action film that I think Charlie Hunnam absolutely nails. Jude Law is fantastic in this as a villain. And I do think that this movie is highly underrated. Probably the most underrated movie of the year, I do have to say. Because this was a really fun time. And I thought, I was going to hate this movie originally when I saw it in theaters. But man, did I have a lot of fun with this. So please go check out King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, if you haven't done so already. Don't let the critics, weigh down your opinion of this movie. Because, this is one of those few times where I ignored the Rotten Tomatoes score. And finally, ending this list for tonight, we're gonna talk about Coco, the Disney Pixar film that is about, Miguel, a young boy in Mexico who's going to visit, his supposed grandfather on the Day of the Dead, and it's about the journey that occurs. Now, I found this to be probably the best animated film I've seen all year. It is beautifully done. The voice acting is spectacular. while the story is a little bit generic at points, at least for the first half, the second half is absolutely, heartbreaking, heartwarming, and this is one of those films that I really do think that if you are a Pixar fan, you absolutely must see it. It's Pixar's best work in years. And when I mean years, I mean probably this decade so far. Yeah. It's up there with Toy Story 3, for sure. Coco really captures, the environment of Mexico City. Nothing about it feels stereotypical or, racist. Nothing about this movie, really feels like, I'm out of the universe of Mexico City or of the Day of the Dead. And all the characters feel three-dimensional. Even the dead feel better developed than The Mummy. So yeah, Coco, by the way, one thing to mention about Coco, Olaf's Frozen Adventure sucked. Yeah, that's right, I hated this short. My friends and I walked out of it. We were literally staring at a brick wall, talking about Hey Arnold and other bullshit while that was going on. So yeah, that sucked. But Coco is absolutely fantastic. Go check it out. And don't go see Olaf's Frozen Adventure. It sucks. So yeah, that is my list for right now. Stay tuned for part 2, which will come out tomorrow. And Happy New Year, guys. And also my 20th birthday. Yay! Alright, see you people around. Bye.